up guys, mambo vipi, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Chimams and I am back with another video. You know how we do it, we're dropping videos back to back. So if you're new here, kindly subscribe and hit that bell button so as to get notified whenever I post a new video. I have so much energy today because I'm at home and I'm doing a sit-in video. So guys, before I bore you with all the small talks, let me get right into the video. You know how we do it. You know how we do it. You know how it goes. Today, I'm going to be talking about the things that made high school fun. So I studied at Loa Girls High School in Kisumu, which is a Catholic school, by the way. And there are some things that made high school fun, which I will never forget. So first thing first, the food. The food was not that great, but there was days that I enjoyed eating school food. Thursday and Tuesday, or Tuesday and Thursdays, those days were meat days, which was so rare in high school. So we had meat on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Let me tell you a little bit of story. Back then I was a runner. My friend. So the bell ring, I was in our class, and basically 5 minutes to lunch, we'd assemble like in class at the door, and we were like pushing the bell ringer. You have to ring the bell on time so that once I start running, the bell just rings and we run. So I was the first one, and everyone was like, angalia, please nibukie niko nyuma yako, because I will run so fast. Once you don't become the first one online, hey, you are going to be the last one, because the queue was crazy, you guys. So I used to be among the top 10, and if you're among the top 10, you get the top layer. Who doesn't love a good soup and meat? And sometimes the top 10 will get matumbo. I don't know what they're called in English. We will get matumbo. I mean, that ugali hit differently with matumbo and the soup, you guys. It was that crazy. I mean, the line was crazy, so I just had to get there first. And I usually got there first. It was so fun. Like when the bell ringer just inward that bell, my leg was outside. I used to run. People just see a brown girl running with the brown hair. I used to run. It was so, but I got the top layer, and I'm still thin, so I'm a chose. No shade. Second thing about my high school, visiting days were lit. So there was a rule in our high school that our parents were not to carry snacks like njugu, chips, crepes, or whatever. No cooked food, basically. That is what I meant. No cooked food. You were only to eat bread, milk, fruits, blue band, no even jam, no peanut butter. So what my father did, shout out to you. What my father did, he used to carry this big jacket he had, and then he used to hide those chips, kuku. Sometimes he would even take those njugu and put in his socks. I mean, it was so fun. But usiwai patikana na hizo vitu. Like, they usually did not want any cooked food in our school. So we had to hide those food. Even when we were reporting back to school, we were frisked, we were searched, so that we did not have those we called them illegals, so that hatukuwa na hizo illegals kwa bag, so we were searched everywhere. So back then, during visiting days, our parents used to carry us those illegals, which they usually hid. They usually passed by the gate and would give the askari 20 bob or 50 bob, and they will pass with the items. Or my father usually hid the items in his jacket. And one thing about visiting days, they usually cooked good food like rice and beans. It was a good food back then. So It was, I usually loved visiting days because one would meet their parents, one would have fun, people will connect, you'd have ice cream because ice cream was right outside the gate. It was the best moment. Visiting days were usually good, and visiting days means money. Your parents comes with money, your pocket money is refilled, your caution money is refilled. It was, I loved visiting days. That time everyone will be rich, Um, yeah, so that is the second thing I loved about high school, visiting. I mean, you guys, who didn't enjoy Funkies in high school? Nani hakuenjoy Funkies high school? None. Raise your hand. So, Funkies were the best thing that ever happened in high school. You found true love. Kidding. So Funkies were a time in high school where you'd go out, you'd interact with people, you'd eat, you'd enjoy. Funkies were the best in our high school because high school is like a prison. The gate. High school is like a prison. So basically, when you go out, oh my God, you have a sigh of relief. Like you feel, at least I'm taking a break from books, from studying. So Funkies were the best thing in life, in high school life. You'd go meet some cute dudes out there. Like Funkies were just another thing. Like those were called outings. Oh yeah, outings. Outings were just good memories. Week to closing day was just amazing. It was another best thing in high school. We will usually have inter classes or inter dorms where we will compete among dorms or classes, whichever. Let's say this closing week we'd go for inter dorms where we compete among dorms or inter classes. The next closing week, it was usually fun. We will usually relieve ourselves of the stress in the field. We'll usually shout, have fun, eat and eat from the canteen. It was usually amazing. Like those inter classes, those inter games, were another thing. Our class was known for volleyball, so it was usually a win for us. And the twist here is that if you win the inter games, you'd usually get biscuits and juice. I mean, it was such a joy for us. Anything that has food in it is a joy for me. So inter games were among the best things in high school. Since our school was Catholic, we had Christmas carols where classes had to compete for the Christmas carol singing. Guys, people are talented out here and some are not. Some are definitely not talented. People would usually do errors in these Christmas carols. So people usually competed in singing. First of all, they looked at your creativity. How creative were you in making these Christmas carols? How creative were you in the attires, in the dancing? People would usually include dances and singing and attires. Like it was just about creativity, and it was another good thing because it usually showed how creative were you in singing, how creative were you in the attires. It showed different creatives in your class because it was a class thing. We usually had beauty contest, which was one full day free, no learning, no teachers, no prefects. Story of another day. So during this beauty contest, which we used to call them Miss, there was Miss Luak, which was about the title of the school, and there was Miss Environment, it was all about environment. So these days people usually, it was also one thing that brought out the creativity among people because these models usually had designers. So it was like one free week or 2 days, 3 days, because these designers had to design these clothes, the models had to train, the models had to do exams, and it was just fun. We usually had Coca-Cola sponsor these events. So it was a day to drink Coca-Cola for free. Free was another best thing in our high school. So it was usually a day to have fun, to dance. Like boys' schools will be invited in our school to witness how our school was full of beauties. Last but definitely not the least is the days when motivational speakers used to come and give us motivational talks. Like it was so inspiring to see those people succeed in life and coming there to share what they did to succeed. Yes, I know some were exaggerated, but it will motivate us, to work hard to do better. And it usually was also a free day from class, from students, from prefects. Like motivational speakers will just lift our spirits. That was it, guys, for this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and do everything that people do on YouTube. Till next time, guys. Bye.